A Qatari princess, 11 Hermes bags, and millions in jewels, all vanishing on a train to Paris. Sounds like the plot of a Hollywood blockbuster. But this story took the internet by storm as breaking news. And today, we are diving into this royal mystery with Sheikha Al Mayasa bint Hamad Al Thani as the protagonist of this story. Was it the heist of the century or just another case of fake news gone viral? Imagine being born into one of the wealthiest families in the world. A life of private jets, designer clothes, and priceless jewels. That's the reality for Sheikha Al Mayasa bint Hamad Al Thani, sister to the Emir of Qatar. But even for royalty, life can take unexpected turns. As she was heading to the glamorous Paris Olympics, she decided to take a break from the usual private jet and hop on a high-speed train for a taste of how the other half lives. And something went terribly wrong. But is there more to this story than meets the eye? It was July 27, 2024. The world's attention was focused on Paris as the Olympic Games kicked off. But soon, a different kind of drama would capture the headlines. According to initial reports, Sheikha Al Mayasa boarded a TGV train in Cannes, bound for Paris. Now, for those of us used to cramming our carry-ons into overhead compartments, get ready for this. The princess reportedly had with her 11 Hermes handbags. Yes, 11. But here's where things get interesting. Somewhere between the sun-soaked French Riviera and the bustling streets of Paris, those bags allegedly vanished into thin air. And we are not just talking about any old bags here. These Hermes beauties were said to be filled with highly valuable personal effects. Think expensive jewelry and watches worth millions. Imagine the panic. The train screeching to a halt, police swarming through the carriages, fellow passengers wondering what on earth was going on. According to the story, the train was stopped and searched for a good 20 minutes at Toulon station. But no sign of the missing bags or the mysterious thieves. It's the kind of tale that captures the imagination, isn't it? A royal robbery on the rail with a princess and millions in stolen goods. It definitely sounds like something straight out of a Hollywood thriller. But as we all know, reality can sometimes be stranger than fiction, can't it? Let's take a moment to get to know the woman at the center of this whirlwind. Because Sheikha Al Mayasa bint Hamad Al Thani is far more than just a princess with a lot of handbags. Born in 1983, she is the daughter of the former Emir of Qatar and sister to the current one. But she is not content with simply basking in her royal status. No, Sheikha Al Mayasa has made a name for herself as a powerhouse in the world of art and culture. After graduating from Duke University with a degree in political science and literature, she took on the role of chairperson for Qatar Museums. Under her leadership, the organization has become a major player in the global art scene, with an estimated annual budget of $1 billion for art acquisitions. Yes, you read that right. Billion with a B. But her influence doesn't stop there. She is also the co-chair of Fashion Trust Arabia, an initiative that supports emerging designers in the Middle East and North Africa. And let's not forget her role in founding the Doha Film Institute, which aims to support and develop the film industry in Qatar. In essence, Sheikha Al Mayasa is using her position and resources to put Qatar on the map as a cultural powerhouse. Forbes has even dubbed her the undisputed queen of the art world. Not bad for someone who never formally studied art history, right? But even for someone as respected as her, life took a wrong turn, or did it? The plot thickens. Fact or fiction? Before we get too carried away with visions of Ocean's 11-style heists on French railways, let's take a step back, because this story, juicy as it is, started raising eyebrows pretty quickly. First of all, let's consider the source. The tale first appeared in Le Parisien, a French newspaper. It spread like wildfire, picked up by news outlets and social media accounts around the world. But here's the thing, in today's age of instant information, it's all too easy for a story to go viral before anyone's had a chance to fact-check it. And speaking of fact-checking, some details of the story started to seem a little off. For one, why would a member of one of the world's richest royal families choose to travel by train? And not just any train, but a regular public service? No security detail, no private carriage. Then there's the matter of the bags themselves. 11 Hermes bags is a lot for anyone to be carrying around, even a princess, and filled with millions of dollars worth of jewels and watches. On a public train, something doesn't quite add up, does it? But the real kicker came when the princess herself got wind of the story. So, what did Sheikha Al-Mayasa have to say about this supposed robbery? Did she confirm the story? Was she devastated by the loss of her precious Hermes collection? Not quite. In fact, her response was short, sweet, and to the point. Taking to her Instagram story, the princess shared the viral video about the alleged theft and added a simple caption, "Fake news. The victim was certainly not me," straight from the royal's mouth. No robbery, no lost bags, no millions in missing jewels. Just another case of a story spinning out of control in the wild world of the internet. But this raises some interesting questions, doesn't it? How did this story gain so much traction? Why were people so quick to believe it? And what does it say about our fascination with the lives of the ultra-wealthy? So, we have solved the mystery of the missing Hermes bags, and we have gotten to know the remarkable woman behind the headline. But there's still one big question left to answer. How did this fake story spread so far and so fast? Well, it just shows the power of social media and our collective appetite for sensational news. The story had all the elements of a viral hit: luxury, royalty, crime, and a dash of the absurd. It's the kind of tale that makes people hit share before they have even finished reading. But it's also a reminder of the importance of fact-checking in our digital age. In a world where news travels at the speed of a tweet, it's all too easy for misinformation to spread unchecked. And once a story is out there, it can be hard to put the genie back in the bottle. This incident also shines a light on our fascination with the lives of the ultra-wealthy. We are drawn to stories of opulence and excess, perhaps because they are so far removed from our everyday experiences. But in our rush to peek behind the curtain of royal life, we sometimes forget that these are real people, capable of being hurt or misrepresented by false stories. So, what lessons can we learn from this wild ride of a story? First and foremost, it's a reminder to approach sensational news with a healthy dose of skepticism. If something seems too outrageous to be true, it just might be. Secondly, it highlights the importance of going straight to the source. In this case, a simple statement from Sheikha Al-Mayasa was enough to debunk the entire story. In an age where anyone can publish anything online, it's more important than ever to verify information with reliable sources. Lastly, this incident serves as a reminder of the real person behind the headline. Sheikha Al-Mayasa isn't just a princess with a lot of handbags. She is an influential figure in the art world, a patron of culture, and a woman working to put her country on the global stage. In the end, the story of the Qatari Princess and her stolen Hermes bags turned out to be nothing more than a fairy tale. But perhaps the real story of a woman using her position to drive cultural change and of our own susceptibility to sensational news is far more interesting than any fictional heist could ever be. Hit that like button if you found this video enlightening, and don't forget to subscribe to catch our next investigation. Did you believe this story at first, or were you a skeptic to begin with? Let us know in the comments below, and we will see you in the next video.